Have you ever wondered about Holland America Line? Maybe you've even seen their blue ship somewhere in port, but you weren't quite sure if it was going to be the cruise line for you.
Right. You may have thought, is it too formal? Is it too expensive? And most importantly,
oh man, is it too old? Well, hopefully in this first impressions video, we'll put some of those myths to rest, either let you know if it's true or false, and maybe shed some light on some things that may change your mind about your very first Holland America cruise. So we decided to take our very first cruise ever on the MS Rotterdam, which happens to be the flagship for Holland America Line. It was built back in 2021, I believe. It holds about 3,000 or so passengers, and it is an absolute beautiful ship.
Absolutely. It's from forward to aft. There is artwork everywhere. The ship is kept immaculate by the staff and the crew. And there's fresh flowers everywhere on the ship. That's something you don't see on a lot of cruise lines.
Now, one of the things on embarkation day that we heard from Nick, who was the cruise director on board, was he made this one statement: "Welcome to a ship that still looks like a ship." So many cruise lines right now razzle and dazzle you with the latest water parks and roller coasters and slides and all that. Holland America prides themselves on maintaining the traditional ship feel, and that's why you won't find any of those type of assets on any ship in their fleet. So let's go ahead and get down to the most important thing that I know everybody wants to know before we even get further into the video.
What would that be?
Is Holland America too old for me?
I'm going to say it truly depends on your own lifestyle.
Holland America does traditionally have a more mature clientele on board, and I think it kind of goes this way. I think if you are selling Holland America during their Caribbean sailings, you're probably going to see more of an age range. I would maybe 45 to 65.
Yeah, that's about
but
fair.
Because Holland America does so many long itineraries, so many different ports, I think that age range will quickly change to more of a 55 plus on some of their longer sailings. So our experience on board this week, I think we've seen everybody from 35 to 85 years of age, just being completely honest. And I think one of the reasons why we see such a huge range is because immediately following our sailing is the transatlantic
it's a 14-day sailing back
across, and that traditionally is going to have a more mature clientele. So we'll show you some little behind the scenes, and in some of our videos, just make sure you click on them and you'll kind of see the depth of ages. Of course, they do have kids on board, and they do have the kids program.
I was gonna say, one of the things and one of the reasons you'll see such a broad age range is because this is definitely the cruise ship for multi-gen family vacations. You're gonna see mom and dad, and then you're gonna see grandma, grandpa, sometimes great grandma and grandpa, but you're also gonna see the little ones, like the little Bobbies and Susies that may age range from newborn all the way to 17. So this is the perfect ship for multi-gen vacations.
Put the myth to bed. Yes, there are more mature sailors on Holland America, but you are more apt to find exactly what you're looking for depending on where you are in life. So let's talk about accommodations on board. Now, we haven't had an opportunity to see too many of the cabins, and on this particular ship, we did something completely different. We booked a guaranteed balcony, or as they call them, a veranda, which we love when we feel fancy getting a veranda. But we did a guarantee, which means that we won't get a cabin assigned until closer to the actual sailing date. But the caveat with that is we're guaranteed a cabin anywhere in that category. So it could be a partially obstructed, it can be a completely obstructed, it could be the top of the line cabin, but it's guaranteed to be within that cabin. We lucked out and got partially obstructed cabin. So here's something I want everybody to remember when you do a guarantee. And yes, doing a guarantee, you're going to find some reasonable deals on your cruise fares. So just keep in mind, and from what we've learned, if you book a guarantee, they can change your cabin up to the day of sailing or the day before sailing. So what you see initially may not be what you get. And to avoid you having to stand in those long lines, go into customer service, and
or being upset,
ready to go off on somebody, just know you got a guarantee. But I will say, when it comes to the cabins, they are really nice. We have a video. You can go check that out right here. It is our partially obstructed veranda review that Addy did. If you want to see more about the cabin. All right, next up, man, and this is a big one for me, and I know it's a big one for all of y'all. Now, you know me and Addy, we are huge when it comes to food and drinks, and they did not disappoint the food on this ship.
Amazing.
10, 10. 10. No cap. I'm not even playing.
Amazing.
The food here was really good. There was a huge variety every single day, even in the buffet.
Yes.
The desserts weren't those little bitty things that you're used to on.
Full
they were
slices of cake.
Blown desserts.
Full slices of pie.
With flavor and all of that. We'll show you some of the buffet just to give you a little idea of what some of the selection was. We wound up having dinner in the main dining room twice
yes.
on this sailing because there was food.
There's food everywhere.
So you can get anything from burgers or a dog to pizza to a quick bite, and of course we had a amazing
oh my God, the dinner at Pinnacle Grill
specialty restaurant. You got to check out the video to find out more about that experience.
My mouth literally just started watering again.
Yeah. But let me tell you, you will not be disappointed when it comes to food options on Holland America. Now, I don't know if it's consistent across the fleet because this is our very first one.
It's our very first one, yeah.
But if you've sailed Holland America, let us know down in the comments below. If you've had the food, how would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 or compared to some other cruise lines out there? Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention when it comes to the food. The Navigator app is what they use here on Holland America. And if you want something from the dive-in or some other restaurants, you can actually make the order inside the app, and then they will buzz you and let you know when your order is ready, so it's hot and fresh. Definitely utilize the app. You can order food and then they'll just let you know when it's ready, so you're not standing in any lines or waiting. Easy peasy.
Dive-In is the place that you go to for your burgers and your hot dogs and some really, really good French fries. And the other place that you can get that option to have your to pre-order is the New York Deli, where they have the pizza and some really yummy sandwiches.
And of course, you've got your room service just readily available like any other ship. Food on Holland.
A1.
All right, so let's talk about entertainment on board Holland America. Now, this goes back to the very first part of the video where we were saying, is Holland America age appropriate for you?
Right.
I will tell you now, hands down, if you love music, whether it's rock and roll, Motown, blues, then Holland America is the ship for you. Live music, they had it, and they had it going on
every night.
Every night. They did a roundabout in their different videos. The acoustics were amazing. The performers were amazing. I know you probably saw some on our IG. If not, you'll see it in the video. But with that being said, other than the music, there isn't really much there. On this sailing, I don't know if we missed it or if there just wasn't a normal ship show with the performance cast, because I don't remember. The only shows that I remember happening
was the Vox 420
in the theater, were the four brothers that mix classical music and soul. Vox
excellent
Ventura.
show.
Excellent voices. You definitely should check them out.
We'll put that stuff
and then there were two comedians on board.
And the Mentalist, the Magic.
Yeah, and but that's it.
That's it.
That was
no
it.
Production shows, no nightclub per se with a DJ. So none of that. So if you are looking to get your dance on throughout the night, you're gonna be done by midnight.
Yeah, man. if not before then. I'm just gonna keep it 100.
We're keeping it real, because the live bands, as great as they are, they do play some excellent music, and they have some fabulous voices, both the rock band and the BB King's All Stars. But their sets are usually done by midnight.
Now, one thing you're not going to find on Holland America either are the belly flop contests,
No.
the this contest, that contest at the pool. The pool areas were chill and they were meant for pooling. I think the only thing that I saw was like an officer versus guest trivia night.
Yes.
That was it. So if you're looking for those things, like I said, if you're looking for the pool parties, if you're looking for the turn up, if you're looking for the nightclub, Holland America may not be for you. But if you are looking for just some good entertainment, you just want to relax, you just want to go and enjoy yourself, then this may have a space for you or your family. You know, maybe this is one of those cruises you want to take your parents on. Get them out. Maybe it's one that you just needed a break and you just want to go on your own for the itinerary.
I think this would be
out.
Perfect for solo cruisers.
Yeah, but as far as entertainment, just know well in advance, it is age appropriate. There are some weird things on the thing, like arthritis for you, how to prevent, and origami, fixing squids and stuff like that.
Squids. If you didn't see our live from the very first day that we boarded, the Sunday sip that we did live, go back and watch it. And Terry read off a lot of the dailies that were on there. And you'll see that we are not joking about some of the activities on board.
Now, even with that being said, there is a hidden special spot on the ship. Not many people find out about it until like day 2 or day 3. It is on deck 12 forward, and it's called the Crow's Nest. Now, the Crow's Nest is kind of like this little overlook observation deck. That has coffee and cocktails, but they also have an adjacent room where you can play just about any type of board game you want. And it was full every single day. It was hard to get in there, but if you're into board games
or classic card games, things like that, that was the room for you to hang out in.
Like I said, it would be an excellent opportunity for you to get your parents or your families to get in and actually get some connected time. No cell phones, just FaceTime, board games, conversation.
Yes.
This is the ship to do that. So let's talk about some of the bars on board, because that's my wheelhouse. So the bars on board are pretty good. If you're into kind of crafty cocktails, there are really only 2 bars on board where you're going to get that, and that is the Half Moon Bar and the Ocean Bar. Now, both of those bars have a really good selection of spirits, and they're going to be able to make most of your classic cocktails and some of your favorites, to include your wine and beers. But honestly, outside of that, the remainder of the bars were kind of like your typical pool bar, standard, basic, beverageless. Some things are kind of hit or miss. Honestly, we just stayed at the Half Moon Bar. Shout out to our girls,
Rima
and Alexa
and Louise at the Ocean Bar.
One thing I will give Holland America kudos for is that on our particular sailing, I got an opportunity to do a bourbon tasting with Drew Mariville. If you are a bourbon drinker, then you know who that is. That is the master blender for Buffalo Trace. They had him on board, and he went through Buffalo Trace's line, and check this out. It only cost $25. $25, and I had taste of Blanton's and Buffalo Trace, and
5, wasn't it?
It was 5 different ones plus some surprises. And on top of that, they released their bourbon pick between Holland America line and Buffalo Trace. You will only be able to find it on Holland America ships. 1 barrel is what they got. So let's talk about those little money-saving items that we found on Holland America. It's pretty broad. I kind of hit it on it earlier. Most of the things that you're going to pay for on Holland America that are extras are super reasonable. I don't know if anybody has pointed this out in other videos, but most of your tasting and classes and different things were $25.
Much cheaper than other
25
cruise lines.
Even when you go to the specialty restaurants, they start anywhere from $35 per person to $55. I think I rarely saw anything above
$50, $60.
Maybe 70 was the max. I will give that to Holland America. If you want to have an amazing experience some amazing things, from shore excursions to on-ship classes to dinners, Holland America is not gouging you. They're not nickel and diming you. They're making it very, very reasonable. I don't know if that has anything to do with the maturity of the clientele that they serve, and they're not trying to hit that bank. But if you really want to have a good time and not spend a lot of money, Holland America is where it's at. Holland America, if you ever watch this video, salute to you and your team for making that possible on these ships, because the experience that we were able to have this week, there are some things we would probably have never signed up for or done had the price not been where it was. So kudos for that.
Another great thing that we experienced on this sailing was the Wi-Fi.
Man, yes.
OMG. We were able to, well, Terry upgraded his internet. We originally had the internet included with the Have It All package, which is your basic surfing internet, your surfing package. Terry was able to upgrade his so that he's able to do work from the ship because he does work remotely. And the premium, OMG, he was zooming.
So they have upgraded to Starlink like most ships.
Gotcha.
But this is the first ship that I've been on where the internet was A1, spot on. We even got compliments from our sail away when we did our Sunday sip at just how clear and how rock steady the internet was. Now they do say that it is not for streaming when you get the package, but I've been able to watch Netflix. I've been able to go on YouTube without any buffering. Like you click the video, they're there. And you've had the standard package.
I've had the standard package and I have not missed a beat. And you're able to switch devices. Some cruise lines will only let you put it on one device and you're stuck with that one device. You're able to switch it between your computer to your tablet to
you just
your,
have to sign out of
phone.
Each one.
And you just sign out, and it's the easiest process too, because you just need your cabin number and your birth date.
Now, I don't know if that's the case across the entire fleet. I'm hearing that it is. Rotterdam Internet, man, you ain't got to have no problems. You're going to be good. So if you want to, work from home or
work from ship,
you will be good. Just put the little background up behind you when you're on your Teams or your Zoom call. I'm just saying. Internet's A1. So if you've hung out with us this far, first we want to say thank you for taking the time to check out our review of Holland America. We have some more in-depth series on our experience for the first time on the MS Rotterdam that you'll be able to find in various videos at the end. Closing thoughts from you?
I say give it a shot. I say it's a wonderful ship if you are looking to reconnect either with your family or your spouse or a loved one. I think it's a wonderful ship.
I've always thought Holland America had great prices. It's just been one of those ships that eluded us for timing and the itineraries, but I think you'd be hard pressed to find another cruise line that offers the value that Holland America does at the price point that it does with the itineraries that they do. Just put it this way. There are turn-up ships and there are relaxing ships. And if you want to get the best for your dollar and you want to have a good, memorable time, sometimes a ship with a more mature audience is the ship for you. And I'm going to say this before we end the video. One thing that we discovered after talking to many, many people this week, most people that sail Holland America started with Carnival. So I'm gonna let that sit in. So for all my Carnival loyalists out there that are like, oh, I gotta turn up, just know one day
you're gonna be on this
ship. Gonna be on Holland America. Make sure you go check out this video right here to find out more on our Holland America experience, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Salute.
See you around the ship.